Hi class, this is Jerry. I was just made aware that the video that I had posted for Project 1 got corrupt and stopped playing at 2 minutes. So here's a brand new video to get you through the project. This is March 2012, and here we go. Here's Photoshop CS4, but it doesn't matter which version you use. They all work fine. Photoshop Elements, all versions will do the same thing. So don't worry about which version you have. We always begin with File, New, and I need to establish how big the file I'm going to make is. If you keep it relatively small, right now, let's say 6 by 6 inches at 72 dots per inch, 80 dots per inch, that would be fine. I'll even go for 90 here and just say OK. And that gives us a blank canvas. And so a simple project we're going to do is we're going to place a dot on a square ground and label it with an adjective. So here are the tools on the upper left. Underneath the round marquee, elliptical marquee, is a rectangular marquee. I'm going to use this first to create a frame. So I'm going to click and drag. And I want to leave space for my adjective down here. If I want to get rid of this, if I made a mistake, you can just say select, deselect, or Control D. That's the shortcut right there. Okay, and then you could try again if you want to redo it. If I hold down Shift, it constrains it to a perfect square, like that. Okay, now this is just a selection, so next we say Edit Stroke, right here, and it's asking should I stroke on the inside or centered on the line. I'm going to click center or outside, and the width. So I'm going to say 4 pixels here, and the color. Click that and it brings up a color palette, so I'm going to make it black and OK to that, and then select, deselect. So there's our frame to work in. Notice that in the layers palette I just have one background layer. So in order to be flexible here, I want to create a new layer. I don't want to just put the dot straight on the background layer. That way when I click right next to the trash can here, that's add a new layer box. When I create a dot now, I can move it around. So I'm going to take the other marquee tool, which is hiding under this whole flyout here, the elliptical marquee, and if I hold down Shift again, when I click and drag, it'll make a perfect circle. Okay, so I'm going to make a little circle here, and next, what we want to do is I've got my color palettes just off the screen here, so you can't see it. But I'm going to fill it with black, so that's Edit, Fill. And you have a choice. Black should be your foreground color, but you can also pick the color black or white or gray here, or go pick another color. I'll just choose black and say OK to that, and then deselect. Now the Move tool can, when I have auto select on, if I just reach for that dot, I can move it anywhere I want because it's on its own layer, and that's really handy. I'm going to stick it down here, and I'll make up my own word here. Now I'm going to click on the Type tool, which is the capital letter T, and type withdrawn. Notice that it's kind of small here, so if I highlight the type and then come up here and increase the point size here so we can see it, 30, 36 points, and I'm also looking for another tool, which is just to set it. But I can click on a different layer and that'll set it too. And basically that's it. Make a series of 6 at least. Maybe if you want to go for 10, that would be great. And try various possibilities. Last important point, when you save the file, go File, Save As. Don't just hit Save. Save As does two things. It gives you a dialog box so we know where we're putting it. Okay, my pictures in this case. And the format is very important here. I want it to be a JPEG because that's what we'll post to the blog into photo thing, and name it like dots number 1, JPEG it, save, and okay, whatever. I just moved it off, and so I saved it as a JPEG, and that's it. And then when you go to upload it, just remember where you put it and click on the file and off you go. So that's that simple. If you have any questions, as always, please email me, and you can stop this video at any point and rewind it and back up, etc. So have fun and see you on the blog.